Now we have another common example of control flow, a while loop. So we take an input from the command lines, put it into A. While A is greater than 0, A minus minus print high and return sold face when you're done. So emphasis on the A greater than 0 check because when we look at the assembly, we have a branch if greater than 0. But I'm telling you right up front, that's a pseudo instruction. They're not what they appear to be, because a branch, if greater than 0, is actually using a branch less than, and it's just hard coding the first argument to the 0 register. So you have your input, branch if greater than 0, A, if the register was set to the current value of A, then that would be placed here. And so it's checking, is 0 less than your value? And if so, well, then that means your value is greater than 0. And I'll just point out this is the signed branch if less than, not the BLTU, the BLT. Then we have a variant of that, quick change. WhileExample2 is now using a less than 0 check. Everything else the same. And indeed, we get a new pseudo assembly instruction of branch if less than 0. Unmask the visitor to reveal his lizard face. It's even got a nice little lizard tongue. Looks so fun. But branch if less than 0 is again a BLT, a branch if less than, but here the source 2 is hard-coded to 0. So is your value less than 0? Makes sense, right? So once again, we have insidious pseudo instructions impinging upon the elegance of our simple branch block. But here we go, two new pseudo assembly instructions, branch greater than 0, branch less than 0, but they're actually just both branch less than. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and step through the assembly, not so much because it's hard to understand these new branch types, but rather because you should focus on understanding what a while loop looks like in assembly. If you were going to be doing something like reverse engineering, you would want to know when you're looking at a while loop.